23rd day in the month of April 2026. A little after 7 a.m. we are back, refreshed, energized, and ready to serve you nothing but the hottest and best breakfast right here on WoezorTV. My name is Randy Ahaji, and as I intimated, it's a Thursday. Gradually, the working week is coming to an end. Hopefully tomorrow that will end for those who work from Monday to Friday. I told Na yesterday that for me, my weekend begins on Thursday. Most especially when there is nothing to do that much over the weekend. How excited people get when it's weekend. They have some 2 days to rest. I don't know about you, but it's a throwback Thursday indeed. Looking at some oldies, things that happened in some many years ago. Trust yours truly, WoezorTV. Most of our music, most of our movies will be from the 80s, like people will rightly say. But of course, today we've got quite a number of things to take a look at. A very interesting conversation this morning, right? We're talking about genotype. Before you say I do, should that really be a barrier? Because you go to, medically, yes, there is a reason why you need to pay critical attention to it. But others also argue from the angle that love supersedes everything. If there is love, there is always an alternative. So we'll try and look at it, have a conversation around it. The awareness on genotype seems to be very low in the country. So it's a conversation that we'll be having right here on the show. Does it really matter when you are considering or taking a decision to get married? Should you really focus on the genotype of your partner? It's a conversation that we'll be having. Very interesting this morning. So we urge you to sit back, buckle up, and wait as we fly right from now to somewhere around 10 a.m. Quite a number of things, as I mentioned, in the world of sports. Hey, Arsenal, look at where we find ourselves. City has, I don't even know how to put it, but City has already usurped us. They are leading the pack as it stands now. But Vimde, Gidigba, Vimde, hopes are alive that, Charlie, the 4 or 5 games left, Arsenal will show level. Yeah, but World of Sports, Godfred will bring us the latest as well. Today, likely the new head coach of the Black Stars will be unveiled, and yours truly, WoezorTV, will be there to bring you all the pictures and videos or the updates on that particular one as well. Is he the man to bring back the joy that Ghanaians have been yearning for as far as the Black Stars is concerned? Are we bringing back the love under Coach Queiroz? Remember, a few days, I think a little around 50 or so days to the 2026 World Cup. Let's see how it pans out in the coming days. So definitely keep your eyes on WoezorTV as we bring you all that pictures and videos where the head coach or the new head coach will be officially unveiled. And there is one mandate. He needs to reorganize the team and try as much as possible to showcase level, at the World Cup. And also in the world of entertainment, Asantua will be here to give us all the gist and latest issues trending in the world of entertainment. TGMS is close as well, so more update on that particular one. But let's start off with from weather. How is the weather looking like this morning? Some parts are already cloudy. Possible that it will rain in other parts of the country, but as it stands now, 27 degrees Celsius is the temperature. Not too hot as it stands now, so you need to just wait out and see what exactly you need to wear as you prepare to step out. If there is nothing really out there for you to do, why not just get your food, get your beverages, sit at home and enjoy yourself. I told somebody yesterday that COVID has taught us a lesson, that you can actually sit at home and operate your office. You can run your office even from home. During COVID, we were just home doing things remotely and all of that. So if you don't really have much to do out there, Charlie, just sit at home, enjoy WoezorTV whilst you work as well. But it's likely the temperature will rise to 30, 31 or 32 degrees later in the day, somewhere around 12 noon or 1 p.m. thereabout. It's expected to be very, very hot. So wear some light clothes as you step out as well, and stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. And for those of you water sellers on the street, those hawking water, why are you increasing the price? Why have you even decided to do that? What kind of fee is that? Now you question them, they tell you that whoever the wholesale or the distributor sells at a higher price, so they are forced to also increase it. I'm asking, like, how? When did that start? I thought we all agreed. Or there is a change that I am not aware of. I am lost. And you know, you can't be arguing over 50 pesos. Some say it's 70, some say it's 50. You can't be arguing over that. But genuinely, there are people out there who don't have the 70 pesos to buy. You know, so I am a bit lost. Maybe one of these days we should put the leader of the association. We should put them on. So we ask them, are they aware? Is he aware that his members are selling water, a sachet of water for 70 pesos? A bag of water now is around 12 and 13 cedis, depending on the brand. I thought government sat with you people and you guys discussed it. Why? Why are you sabotaging the government? I mean, that's how I see it. And people are so wicked. It's just sheer wickedness on the part of some people, especially some of the traders. It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, we all know what the situation has been all this while, right? Government is trying so hard to absorb some of these things. Well, I mean, look at the recent fuel cuts. You know, the tax cuts and what have you. So why would you even want to profit to that extent, to the detriment of poor ordinary Ghanaians? Water to monsieur, water. Oh, why? Why are we behaving like that? Right? But manage. There are people who are selling it for 50 pesos. So just manage. Be like Yakubu and manage. Be like Yakubu and manage. And that leads us to our motivation this morning. It's taken from Jimmy Cliff. And what has he said? You know, Jimmy Cliff is happens to be a reggae artist, a pop artist as well. He's late anyway, but he said something significant. I'll just share that with you on the screen as well, talking about how hard you need to go, how hard you need to try, keep going no matter what. And Jimmy Cliff says that you can get it if you really want, but you must try and try. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try. And I'll take it from the last try. It means that it's not just once that you need to try. You can try over and over again. You can try the first time, it's expected that you fail. You can try the second time, it's expected that you fail. But in doing that, during that process, the first trial will just give you an experience that when you add this to read, it will give you this result. When you take out this, it will give you this particular result. So the second try should be a correction of the previous one. Yes, the second one, of course, will still bring some mistakes. Some errors will come. But it is incumbent on you that the third try will be the corrected one, the corrected version, the updated version. I mean, you write reports every now and then, you write articles every now and then. The first try will make a mistake, the second one will have a mistake, but the third one needs to be edited. It needs to come out as a new version, an updated version of what you did in the past. So when you try the first time, don't give up, don't stop, don't quit. Remember, quitters don't win, winners don't quit. Else the big men that we see around us, the rich men, the people who are doing it well, the prominent members in our society, they wouldn't have been where they are now. I mean, people are at 50, 60 who have everything, yet they still go on. They've tried it the first time, they tried it the second time, they tried it the third time, and they are still trying. They are not perfect. And you, a graduate, you know, with first degree, you try first time, it didn't work, and you say, oh, things are so bad, things are difficult. Ghana what? Keep trying. If you go to Hablochi, I mean, we know people who have traveled out of the country. The situation out there is not a joke. It's not a joke out there. So you can still survive. You can still make it whilst you find yourself in that zone. You know, some of us tend to feel too comfortable in our comfort zones. And that is why when difficulties or challenges, pop up, we are found wanting. Move out of that comfort zone. Leave that area that you are the champion. Move away from there. Take a step out of that comfort. Face it. Try it. Keep trying. Continue to try till that result comes. And that's exactly what Jimmy Cliff is telling us. Mistakes are bound to happen, but the first trial should be an experience. The second one should be a built upon. And the third one should give you a clean thing. Michael Jordan always says, he said it before, that not once has he missed the net. He's tried it over and over and over again. He missed so many times. But Michael Jordan is one of the best basketball players, a legend when it comes to basketball. He didn't try it just once and stopped. He didn't try the second time and quit. He continued. Look, let's even look at Ghana. Let's look at our former president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He tried the first time, he didn't win. He tried the second time, and he was lucky the third time. Even before then, he tried at the party level. He went through the ranks, first, second, third, fourth, blah, blah, blah. He didn't. Even our current president, after he lost in 2016, he came back in 2020. He tried. He didn't get it. in 2024, voila, here we find ourselves. So don't give up. There is nothing like giving up. Where we come from, there is nothing like giving up. It will be difficult. It will be hard. Challenges will come, but we keep trying and trusting the process. And basically, that is what Jimmy Cliff is telling us this morning. Think about it, work with it, keep the focus, and indeed, the ultimate goal is what you achieve. Good morning. Welcome to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. We take a breather. When we return, I'll introduce my co-chefs, and then we start chopping and serving the breakfast. Stay with us, there is more.
Not too long ago, the great President John Mahama went to the United Nations and spoke for my people of Jamaica and the Caribbean and the Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with your mission of reparations. Not a handout, but to acknowledge. But we're gonna do it not just reggae style, we're gonna do it high life. A high life remix by me, Graham Smargan of Morgan Heritage. Oh, President Mahama, I thank you for saying what you said at the United Nations. Woyo, reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Zimbabwe, not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Hello, across the ocean, torn from the land. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Africa crying out loud. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it, Lord. Across the ocean, I was torn from the land. There was chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Bahama, Africa, and the Caribbean as one. Now a new day of justice is born. Papa Bahama, Africa is crying out. Now a new day of justice is born. I love you. Much love from Jamaica. Ooh yeah. We say Bahama, justice must come. Now a new day of justice is born. We say Bahama, justice must come, yeah. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations.
Thanks for still staying with us right here on WoezorTV. Remember, this is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. The team is ready to serve you back. Hot breakfast. All right. From the red corner, wearing a black net, or how is it called? Lace. Yeah. Na uyo carrying kote. Teote. Charlie, the ponytail la. Oh, the ponytail.
And Haji?
Charlie, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How was your night?
Short.
Okay. I won't ask why though. Well, you are getting there.
Short.
Oh, you get there. Don't worry.
I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, who signed up for it?
I didn't sign up. Like, I don't care, but I didn't sign up.
Who signed up for it?
I don't know.
But I don't even see why you complain. Oh. Why are you not sleeping? Why are you unable to sleep?
But I'm doing things.
Are you feeding somebody?
Me feed.
Do they call you for school fees?
No.
Do they call you that, oh, Charlie, the AC has spots, or the TV has spots, or the fan is not working?
Me as who? Me as who?
That's what I'm asking. That's why they talk, say, you, your own self, I know they get. No. Why are you unable to sleep?
Plenty things.
I'm
thinking about my future. It's tiring already. Like, I'm thinking.
We are living the future already. Oh.
It's hard.
See,
adulthood is a scam.
It is.
It is a scam. It is really a scam. Left to me alone, I'll be in class 2 and go to school with big lunch bag. Then the teacher will ask, 3 into 5. What will be the answer? Say, Madam, it can't go. Then she writes 0. We are finished.
You come home, somebody
no,
has
fine, X, fine, Y, like.
Somebody has cooked for you. Somebody is washing your clothes. Everything is done by somebody for you.
Sorted.
All right, welcome to adulthood.
The only thing you have to think about is what will you eat?
Yeah, so you decide what to even eat.
Hey, I'm going up there. It was fun.
I see. Anyway, Karim believes adulthood is scam. I don't know if you do. Yesterday, I applauded my father. I celebrated him, but I said, my father's guy name is Ragamuffin. Raga for short. I said, Raga, Charlie, I owe you a bottle of wine. You've done so well. And you're easy. It's easy for you, adult. Charlie, how are you?
So, last night, when I was driving home, you see the barrier on your junction?
Yeah.
And when I got there, I had my hand on my mouth like this in the car. And then I went down, and the lady asked me, the policewoman, oh, I brought and I had and I was someone else. I was like,
Yeah, she won't understand.
Charlie?
She don't understand.
On that phone, on your better.
Yeah.
But easy, bunny.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
The book drawer, the book buyer.
Yeah.
But we are grateful for life.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And, once you believe that you're not burdened more than you can carry, because that is what God has told us, that He will never burden us more than we can carry. And so whatever challenges, whatever difficulties, whatever problems, situations that we may face, you can look at them from 2 points, depending on, of course, what you intend to do going forward. But one is that you're looking at them from a point, Charlie, this is it, this is the last point. Or you look at it from the point of, this is only meant to strengthen me and to prepare me for what is yet to come. Because if you're not mentally sound, if you are not physically sound, if you are not financially sound, you cannot go into the next phases of your life. And so a lot of these challenges are preparatory grounds, and everybody faces them. Right? And so it's good that you brought up this matter this morning. And so everyone would face challenges at some point in time in life. Everyone would have some difficulty sleeping at some point in time in life. Even the rich people who we think that, you know, everything about their life is a lie.
Do they sleep?
They don't even sleep. Poor people sleep more than rich people.
True.
Yeah, they don't even sleep.
You want them to steal your money?
Yeah. They don't even sleep because the kind of burdens that they have to deal with. And you see, it's one step having money, it's another step keeping it. And so on a daily basis, they are thinking of how they can keep multiplying their money so it doesn't get exhausted.
And that's what I'm saying, you won't make them steal your money.
I understand. And then on the other end too, those who are making the demands too are also there. And they need to take care of all those demands. And so, Charlie,
rich men don't sleep.
If you're out there this morning and you take care of other people, may God bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, if you are concerned about the plight of other people, may God bless
Amen.
you.
Oh,
when
amen.
people call you, even if you don't have, you're able to find a way to sort them out. May God bless
Amen.
you.
Oh.
And may He continue to multiply you.
Amen.
Amen. Oh.
Because Charlie, it's not easy.
Amen.
It's not
Oh.
easy. I
Amen.
personally know the stress some people go through.
Yeah.
You know, every day just to take care of the needs of other people.
Yeah.
You call them and immediately they answer.
Yeah.
You go to their office to visit them.
Yeah.
And you see hundreds of people lined up.
Yeah.
You go to their homes and that's what that one cried.
Bobo.
Charlie,
My dear.
God bless you.
My dear.
God bless you. So Randy, it's not easy. It's just that they didn't tell us that this is what the adulthood always wanted would be like. If they gave us the memo, perhaps we would have planned better. You understand? But
it was really yesterday. I sat back and then a lot of things ran through my mind. A lot of things really ran through my mind. Anyway, it's a conversation probably we will be having some other time as well. But guys, this morning I want us to have a very important and interesting one as well. Genotype, right? I mean, before you say I do, before you eventually agree to settle down, medically people raise concerns about knowing your blood group, your blood type, blah 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 and all of that. There is a concern that when you are AA you can't marry when you are SS you can't marry another SS person and all of that. Now others raise concerns that, look, if it's about the end results, which is actually childbirth, if that is barring them from being together, can they look for alternatives? Can they look for options in the sense that there are new ways of giving birth? There is also another option of adoption. You get a point. So let love supersede normal blood type or genotype kind of conversation. Yes, we may not necessarily mate to have children, but we can still adopt a child and keep our relationship running, not necessarily cutting it off. People will raise the concern and argue that, well, I want my own child. But again, not everybody can give birth. How about the people who have ruptured wombs? Do you get the point? So maybe we can have a broader conversation. Hopefully we'll get a medical officer to join the conversation. We'll also get a counselor or a clergy, a member of the clergy to also join so that we look at it from that option. But before then, let's have an in-house conversation. Karen, I'll start with you. Where do you stand on this?
Love is emotional. Marriage is biological.
Explain.
You are going with your heart. But you see that long haul of marriage, it goes beyond your emotions, and the biological bit also comes in that if you have your genotype or your genes, maybe you have you're a carrier or you actually have, say, the sickle cell and all of that, and you do not take particular attention, you don't pay particular attention to all those things, and you decide to ride on just love to go into the marriage. You have mentioned instances of adoption and all, but we all know that they will say, we will adopt and we love each other, blah, blah, blah. In the long run, they will go and give birth to a child that will come and suffer in this world. And not only the child suffering, but they, the parents also. And it will take a toll on them, because if you have a job, say a 9-to-5 job that you have to attend to every day, and always your child is having crisis, and you always have to take your child to hospital, it's definitely going to affect your productivity at work. And so that is one bit of it. The financial strain. How long are you going to keep up with taking your child to hospital each and every time he or she has crisis and all? Just because you decided to ignore that biological factor there. And away from the sickle cell bit too, there are other things that you must also look out for. The infectious diseases bit, the things of the genes too. So there's a deficiency called G6PD. I'd have to look for the full meaning and then share G6PD. That's also one thing that a lot of people ignore, and then in the long run you realize that your kids start having reactions to some things and you wonder where it came from. It's not really popular in our side of the world. The awareness is quite on the low on this side, but these are things that we have to look out for. And then the infectious diseases things, so the likes of the HIV, the sexually transmitted infections too, you have to look out for those things too. Love alone is not enough for you to say I do to somebody. And again, somebody will say, okay, maybe I'm a carrier. If you're a carrier, get somebody, maybe you are AS, so that the recessive gene is the sickle one. Get somebody who is an AA or something, so that you can pair. Don't also go in for somebody who is AS, another carrier, to go and get married to. You will not only worry yourself, but worry that innocent child that will come out of the marriage. And talking about adoption, this is a Ghanaian society. Like, going to adopt a child, would the family, the brother family, accept that child as your child? Maybe yes, for the time being that you are alive. Oh yes, way bani or mobani. But this is Ghana. Having a child on your own is like the thing. I don't know if you get me, Randy. Having your child, a child on your own, of your own, is the thing here. So yes, you can adopt. There are options of adoption, but we all know how it ends eventually.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me get Karim also in before the guests speak to it. Karim, that's Karim's view. Love is beyond just what we see and do. It's a long time investment. I don't know what you think.
Me, I've always said that, you see, in this life, you don't love with only the heart. You must love with the heart and with the mind. But in all of it, you must always make the mind lead.
True.
Because if you let the heart lead, and now we could as far as this conversation on genotype is concerned, I'm not really concerned about the two individuals, the man and the woman. Usually my concern is about the kids that are born out of it. Randy, I have witnessed firsthand in a hospital a sickle cell patient. She was a student in the University of Ghana, you know, who was at the hospital, and the kind of pain that the girl was going through that morning. Charlie, I helped weep for her, because I was in the house on admission as well. This is like 3 years ago or so. The kind of pain the girl was going through, she was screaming, she was crying and holding her legs. Charlie, I felt so sad, and I asked myself, but why would anybody allow their children to go through that? Why? Yes, it's okay to love yourself, but let's ask ourselves the honest question. See, when you decide to go into a relationship with somebody, there are some critical questions that you must ask. Most often than not, we fail to ask these questions. We wait till the thing gets too deep. And now you say, but we are in love, we are... Masa, you cannot invalidate a question like, what is your genotype? Feel free to ask. What is your blood group? You understand? What is your religion? What is your ethnicity? What do you do for a living? Do you believe in gender roles? Who must take care of this? Who must take care of that? How will we fund the house? How will we take care of school fees? When it comes to love making, are you an everyday person? Are you once in a week? Are you twice in a week? Do you like it early morning? Do you like it in the afternoon? Should I surprise you in your office? Do you like it in the evening? These are valid questions that we must ask, even before the relationship gets to the point that it must get to marriage. So that in future, when issues start popping up, you know that you asked those questions. But if you ignore a question as important as genotype, or even you ask the question and realize that still, then say, oh, there is a likelihood, let's try. No. You see, you cannot defeat science. I say it every day. No matter how prayerful you are, you cannot defeat science. Prayer might solve the issue for a bit, but eventually science will win.
Yeah.
My brother Randy.
Yeah.
So let's not invalidate that question. I think that we must take it seriously. The moment you start talking to anybody and you realize that there's a certain, liking for the person and it can develop into something meaningful, I think that you must ask.
Are you forgoing a relationship of, say, 10 years?
How can you be there for 10 years without knowing each other's genotype?
Well, when you start a relationship, sometimes you are okay for the first 6 months, for the first year. Such things don't really matter, because when you are going into a relationship, you are not asking the person from the onset whether you are this type or that type. It is when you get into it, because these questions are secondary, not necessarily primary. When you get into it, at least a month or two before this, probably, and most of the times people start this conversation when they are about to get married.
Hey.
Oh yes.
That far?
Oh yes. About marriage, people date for 6 months, 3 months.
And so that in the midst of that 6 months, you must ask those questions. So that if you must kill the feelings, you kill it.
I agree with you, but not everybody would do that. But my bottom line is that, are you ready to forego all that nice things just because you may not be able to produce a healthy child? And that is where the argument of the alternatives come in. There are semen that are not of SS, and that is why we need a medical officer on. Can that fertilize that egg that is SS, the carrier that is? I don't know if if I'm putting it right anyway. Maybe I might be getting the terms wrong. But what I'm trying to say, so male to female, both are SS, right? So it means they can produce any healthy child. But a healthy semen can fertilize the SS egg. If that happens, why don't you rather go in for that option?
It will depend on the genotype of. So if you are getting an AA genotype, and then say the woman is SS, so that means if you do the crossing, there's a likelihood of you getting carriers, because definitely, and it will depend on who the dominant gene is coming from too. So the dominant gene can come from either the mother or the father, the little biology I have. And so that one too is another risk on its own. But if you say both parents or the mother is SS and the father too maybe is AS, there's a likelihood that they can have, there's 50% or 25% likelihood of having a child with the sickle cell condition. And so if you look at it, I think science has advanced to a point where even in the fetal stage, you can determine the genotype of the child.
Baby. Yeah.
But in our part of the world, do we have such things available to us? No.
Okay. Okay. Well.
And so if you can determine the genotype from the very onset, and it won't escalate for you to give birth to the child before you find out that the child is somebody who has a sickling cell, then that is okay. And if you are getting somebody is AA and then you are A and SS, that means that it can balance. But then again, it depends on where the dominant gene is going to come from.
Okay. So it can be considered.
Yeah, well.
Not totally ruled out.
Can the father agree? There will be issues of DNA in our country now.
No, but whoever is the donor of the semen or the sperm is unknown.
That's
sperm
bank thing.
Yeah.
How many can afford?
So, but that is an option available.
Well, yeah.
That is an option available.
But why must we even get to that point?
That point.
Love.
Hey.
Love. There we bring
how
in,
many years will you cry?
How do you
cry over? What are you crying
How
over?
do-
No, that you have lost the relationship of say 5 years. How many years will you cry? But even though 5 years relationship, what is it?
I thought you guys
University degree and national
I thought you
service.
guys agreed that love supersedes everything.
Me.
Love is all.
Me.
Love is all.
common sense
Me.
supersedes everything?
Hey.
Okay, let's bring in Pastor Kojokwa. He is the head pastor at the Potter's Hand Ministries Assemblies of God. He's a counselor as well. He's been married for quite over 10 years, if I'm right, or over 10 years, I guess. Pastor Kojo, good morning.
Good morning to you, Randy.
How old are you?
Enjoying your conversation.
We appreciate it. How old is your marriage?
13 years, getting to 14.
Okay, so 13 to 14. I got it almost right anyway. But we're having this conversation on knowing, before you say I do, things to consider, especially knowing the genotype. And you have listened to the conversation in studio. First of all, what will be your initial reactions to it? How significant is this whole thing about genotype?
Okay, Randy, the word before you say I do, the I do is a life sentence. And love is not enough, as Karen was saying. Love is not enough. Love ends at the altar, where before you say I do, immediately you say I do, love ends. What comes up is commitment and dedication. And I always say that marriage is a bad laboratory for experiments. Love, or that feeling you have, they end by just pressing of Pepsodent or the use of your washroom. You understand? This is a time you have lived your life for 25, 28 years. And you have talked about finance. You've talked about children. But once you are talking about children, you have forgotten that you are talking about the future. So I believe that the most sensitive issues we should look at in marriage, first and foremost, as I heard Karim was saying, that we should look at our religion. Because marriage has so much problem to bring in what is avoidable. So look at this. Marrying without checking your genotype is killing your future. You need your seed to survive. So if you are a carrier, please, you have no business in falling in love with a carrier. If you know you are AF, please.
Also, then that
Marriage is not.
also,
Yes.
so I'm saying that then that is more like discrimination, if that is even the right word to use.
No.
You are therefore
It's
saying
not
that you are therefore saying that for a fact that I'm SS, I can't love, I can't fall in love.
No, you can fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
But once you fall in love, because you are AS, you are SS, you must look for someone who is AA.
Mm-hmm.
And love is developed by proximity, not by effect. Because before you met that individual, did you ever love?
Mm-hmm.
Love comes with proximity. Being with someone for a long time, you begin to develop the love. Once you are committed to it. That for you to say that, oh, I am SS and I can fall in love with SS, what will break that marriage is the genotype children, the sickle cell children. I've had the opportunity of working with sickle cell people. I have had the opportunity of even starting a foundation for sickle cell education on radio. So I believe that what we are discussing today is a very important issue. We shouldn't joke about. Love ends at marriage. What continues from there is commitment, dedication, and responsibility. Do you want to marry and leave your marital bed and be sleeping from hospital to hospital? When there's a time for you to born, your wards or your children are sick, you have to spend time at the hospital. Brother, it is not it's not a joke. So please, I will advise that one of the first things, thank God that within the service of God, it's something we identify. So we talk about genotype. Immediately you start doing the talking stage, know your genotype before you fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's through the talking stage proximity that love will blossom.
Hey,
So
also for that, then this one there is a long journey. Before you even fall in,
it's a long journey.
No, what I'm saying is that
it's a long journey.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that before you fall in love, you need to know your genotype and that of the possible partner, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Then people don't go love now, but also for the other,
Brandy, before you know your partner, do you agree with me that you need to know the finances?
To an extent, it's a conversation. It's a fair conversation you can have.
First Corinthians chapter 6. It says that he who is joined with a harlot is one with a harlot. If you are joined with a sickle cell, you are forever bound.
Yeah.
Nothing can break you.
Yeah.
So therefore, let's be careful. Wisdom is profitable, but let's seek understanding. Like I said in my opening remarks, marriage is a bad laboratory for experiment. We can survive it, bro. Marriage will deal with you that you will forget that you ever made this commitment that you will love even a sickle cell.
Also, then the other part too is that, I mean, we most of the times you look out for the end result or the product that comes out of the two partners when they mate. That is the child or children that will come. Eventually, that is where the line is drawn. Now, I am of the view, and some other people are also of the view that there are other alternatives that you can go for. One, adoption is available. There are people out there, there are children out there, there are babies out there. And you agree with me that there are people in this country who don't have children, like biological children, but they have people they are looking after. They have taken or they have adopted people as their own biological children. How about that as an option? Yes, in as much as we are promoting and educating people on knowing their genotype and not agreeing to the SS thing, we can also educate them on having this sort of options or alternatives available. There is also the artificial insemination. Also.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I must say that you are speaking like someone who lives in a different cultural environment. I know your exposure has given you some mileage that you are well educated here. But you are talking about a brute African culture where marriage is for procreation and not for only companionship. If you are marrying for companionship, what you are saying is beautiful. You understand? If you are agreeing that you are marrying your partner for companionship, the two of you are just in the marriage just to be compatible with each other without bringing children, please, then that one go ahead. But if you are going to bring children into this world, do not be, excuse me, like someone who will come and bring a child who will be suffering. You see, it's not about you yourself. It is the pain of the child. Look at what the child is going to go through once every month. Sometimes it becomes even more simple within just 1 month. Worst of all, if the child is a female, bro, it's difficult. So if the two of you are agreeing that, we are going to marry, but we are not going to procreate, we are not bringing any child into this world to suffer, then go for it. But before you say I do, remember that during sexual intercourse, once it is unprotected sex and you are married, you'll be carried away when the woman is ovulating and your desire comes and you have sex. Pregnancy will come. Do you have the finances to start correcting the genotype from the womb? These are some of the discussions we need to have.
Okay.
If you are signing that you will not bring a child into the world to suffer, that's fine. But before you say I do, please check your genotype.
Also, how about miracles? How about miracles? Right? I mean, you are a clergyman. How about miracles? How about praying? I mean, how about asking God for an intervention where the partners, yes, they also we are laughing, but I'm just asking, how about miracles?
Yes. You see, unfortunately, Jesus was saying the other day that that shall not put the Lord thy God into test. When you know that these are avoidable and you are taking those steps, what you are doing is that you are trying to test God. I believe in miracles. I believe people who have genotypes. And I've seen people with genotypes healed and their genotypes have been reversed. Sorry. I have seen that. I have experienced it. But I can tell you for a fact that, you see, do not put the Lord thy God into test. When you know that, oh, it is genotype issue, when you have this information, Hosea said, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Brother, do not perish for lack of this knowledge. And I'm glad Karen and Karim, you are trying to play the devil's advocate, which I understand. But people out there should understand that marriage is a long journey. But this genotype issue will hit you every month for the rest of your life. And the pain of losing a child is not something I want to wish for any parent. So I believe that this education you are doing is very important, and people should take their genotype seriously. People should be able to do their own search and be able to know where they stand, even before they start. So by the time they meet at the dating ground, they say, oh, my genotype is AS. Oh, I am AA. Then we can go ahead. But if you want to say, oh, you want to look at the facial beauty, ignoring genotype, my brother, the genotype issues or the sickle cell issues will make you not look at your spouse the same way again after marriage.
Thank you. We appreciate it, guys. Any question for Osofo? Or will it be? Okay. Osofo, thank you. We appreciate your time this morning. We are so grateful.
Grateful. Thank you, and it's good having me.
Very well, very well. All right. So a nice day. I mean, guys also tends to agree with all that you have said. Yeah. Unfortunately, we are unable to get the dog. I understand his number is off. He was supposed to even come to the studio, but we'll keep trying us and when we have it, because I'm also looking at I want us to get the medical part to the whole conversation. Also has given us that good reaction from the Osofo part, the religious part. So even Osofos don't agree to carry on.
That's what I'm telling you. You see, Andy, we watch a lot
but that is discrimination.
It's not discrimination. We watch a lot of telenovelas and Nigerian Bollywood movies, Korean series, and we think that the reality must replicate those things.
Yeah.
No, the reality is completely different. And that's why I also asked you that before you get married, you will definitely ask questions about finances. You want to find out that the person you are settling down with, especially on the part of the women, they want to find out whether the man they are settling down with can afford the bills. You understand? He can pay for the house. He can get the car. He can pay the school fees. He can be dropping the chop money. You get my point. Now, the men of today too want an eye open. So the men too want to find out if he will be in town and the woman will be calling him every day and saying that sugar is finished, salt is finished, then you are coming buy bread, my sanitary pad is finished. And as I want to find out, so now we also look out for women who can make their own money. I'm not saying that give us the money to spend. You make your own money and keep it and take care of your personal expenses. All of these conversations pop up. You would definitely ask questions about career paths and what they intend to do with their lives and all of that. They pop up. You ask questions about religion. I mean, of course, some of us are very liberal. We don't care. You can be Buddhist or traditionalist or be with Zoroastrianism. Once we say we'll settle, you will settle. But those questions come up. Questions about ethnicity come up. So why is it that we find it easy and okay and free to ask these questions. But when it comes to a question about genotype, a question about blood group, in fact, a question about your medical history, these are questions we must ask. What is your medical history? Is there any hidden illness that I should know? Is there some family ailment that I should know? It's because now a lot of people don't even care. We just rush into things. In the past, your family will go and investigate. When you say this is the person I want to settle with, other families will send their spies to go and investigate and find out this family that our child wants to marry into, what is their history? What is their background? Aside the money and everything, but who are they? Do they have anger issues? Do they have mental issues?
Do they have any bipolar patients in their family?
Are they?
Why are you laughing?
Are they a troublesome family? How do they resolve issues? You know, people will go and find out all of these things before they eventually agree that, okay, you can go ahead and settle. So I don't think that genotype should be a question we should shy away from. We should be able to ask those questions. You know, it's a random question. Oh, what's your genotype? What's your blood group? It's as simple as that. Me, I say mine anywhere I go. I don't mind talking about it. I'm O positive. I'm AA. You understand? I'm hot cake. Yeah, hot cake. Applications are open. You must have a lot of money.
Really?
But so we should be able to ask this, because I've mentioned time and again that you don't love with only the heart.
Sure.
You must love with your heart and with your mind. Because you see, this thing called heart, if you follow only it, true. If you follow only this one, and everything you do, not even in just loving, and everything that you do, if you allow the emotions take lead and you relegate common sense to the background, you suffer.
Okay.
So there must be a balance. So Randy, people should ask that question. And I keep saying that not because of you, the parents, but because of the children.
Okay.
Because of that child that you give birth to, who would have to suffer the consequences. You may have the money to cater for the hospital bills whenever they have a crisis. But the pain, money cannot solve that pain. Or maybe you might be rich enough to go and do a bone marrow transplant, which costs in excess of about $100,000. Yeah.
Okay. Have you landed?
Oh, I haven't landed, but it looks like.
No. I'm just getting some messages.
Okay.
I mean, viewers are sending in their views on this as well. So let me just read some, and then maybe we activate the phone lines and pick the views of other people as well. This one says, "Good morning, WoezorTV. You are doing good things in my life. This educates me more. Keep it up. I am single for 27 years, but I can talk to a lady." There's a mix-up though, right? There's a mix-up with the message. When I am growing up, things that they taught me was something else. So the pastor saying that we should not fall in love, or what I don't know, because I live in one town under Upper West region that is very difficult to access hospital. How can I? So is the pastor saying that we should move from one woman to another? So we should start to do wrong to our sisters. If we are going by the rules, that means we the single will not get married. I just have to edit the text as the person sent it as well. So that's what the person is saying. So maybe you can send it again. Maybe take a look at it and just resend it again. But let's activate the phone lines quickly. 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939 is the number. Please join the conversation. Let's hear from you as well. There's also another twist to it, a quotation from the Bible, and it says that Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So essentially that's to say that if you follow only love and not take the right steps, you commit to danger. And that's what is stated in Proverbs 11 verse 1. It says a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So that's also a supportive quote from the Bible as well. Right. Karen.
But Randy, before when I made my earlier statement, I spoke about GCSPD, the need for us to test for GCSPD. So Brother Clenham helped me out. GCSPD stands for glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase.
Okay.
Yes, nitrogenase.
Okay.
That's a lot of chemistry there. But it's an enzyme found in the red blood cells that helps protect them from damage caused by certain stressors such as infections, certain foods or medications. So a lot of things trigger this GCSPD deficiency. Foods like beans, pineapple, also infections, and then certain medications like antibiotics and so on. So that is it for the GCSPD, and I think that people should really go out there to
and check
yes, for their GCSPD status too. It's really necessary. Awareness in our part of the world is not really loud like that, but a lot of people are living with it without knowing. So you see that they eat pineapple and they start getting reactions. They smell camphor and they start getting reactions. They can't eat beans and things. It's a whole lot. And so as part of your blood runs, ask them to run some tests on GCSPD. So Randy, again, if you
hold on, I think we have a caller.
All right,
I think we have a caller. Yes, then hold on to that thought. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello. Is the caller there? Good morning. Okay, we lost that. 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. How important is the genotype in every relationship? Before you say I do, is this something you should really be much concerned or bothered about? You've listened to Karim, and also Pastor Kojo Kwashi. They all say yes, very important. Yes, love alone is not enough to move on, because marriage is a lifetime investment. Let's hear from you, the viewer, too. Karim, you are making a point.
I'm saying that all these tests.
Okay, they said there's a caller.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please, your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Faustina. I'm calling from Tamale.
Okay, Faustina, let's hear you.
Okay. I think that this sickle cell issue is a serious issue. I'm a nurse at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, and I work with children with sickle cell disease. So what the pastor is saying, I heard someone send a text message that should they wrong their sisters by dating one person to another. I think that is not what he's saying. You have to be sure about the person's genotype before you go into marriage. Like our sister Karen said, love, you don't need only love to go into marriage. And marriage is a lifelong thing. We see children come with complications of sickle cell, which you wouldn't like to see or experience. It's very pathetic. So I think that we should take this issue seriously, and then there to know the medical history of our intended partners before we go into marriage.
Well said. I mean, so it's good that we heard from somebody who is actually a practicing health worker. She has also added her voice to it. Let's hear from you also. 055-269-7939. Before you say I do, what comes to mind, especially knowing your blood group or blood type, genotype and whatever, as you said. Karen.
So I'm saying that the questions about the blood runs, the finances, things aside, you know, some simple things like how you bring out your toothpaste can also cause problem.
Oh yeah.
Do you want the water closet always closed or opened?
Yeah, a lot of things.
Lights on or off. What else?
Banku served in one bowl with soup on it.
Or in
separate. And
all those things too.
Yeah.
So all these ones
a lot goes into it.
Why?
Yeah, it's not a joke. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Emmanuel. I'm calling from Ahafo.
Okay, Emma, let's hear you.
And please, I want to find out if environmental factors can change someone's genotype, or someone living lifestyle can change someone's genotype.
Okay, all right, very well. Now is the doctor in the house this morning. Our medical doctor disappointed us. Yes,
I am
okay,
disappointed.
Okay, you are a disappointed doctor. It's not too late.
One day I'll tell my story.
Oh, you can still try. It's not late. I mean, just try.
Baby, I'm ready.
Oh, she start from UHAS. You finish early.
UHAS.
Yeah.
My story about UHAS.
Oh, try.
It's for another day.
We should not base everything just on faith. And this is a role for our leaders in the various churches to perform, especially those who are in charge of marriage and marriage committees in the various denominations. They have to insist that couples to check all these things before. Other than that, then there's going to be increase in problems in the various churches. So it's very, very important. We should know, all the denominational leaders know, and they should insist that these things are checked. They are checked in the various churches for anyone who want to go into marriage. Very, very important.
Well, Steve, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing your thought also with us. And I like the fact that a lot of people are backing this whole conversation with what the Bible says, because eventually most marriages are held in churches. All right. There is a quotation again from the Bible, Song of Solomon 8:4, also 2:7 and 3:5. It says, "I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up nor awake my love until he please." I think it continues to say, in every man is a love component. So before you go and trigger the love of someone, first ask what their status is before you start sweet talking them to awaken their love. Okay, that's just to buttress the quote in the Bible. You meet somebody and the first thing is, Charlie, I want to know your genotype. Well, but like you guys said, it matters a lot. And just as you are discussing the finances of your partner, you should also be able to discuss all of this too. 055-269-7939 is the number. We should pick two more calls and then we wind up quickly on this. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Franklin Selassie Ali. I'm calling from Kaswa.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Please, I would like to ask a question. Let's say a genotype of AP and then AS. Can they marry?
Okay. Well, did you say AP?
Yes. When we check, that is what we got. AP.
Hey. Okay. All right. So we'll find out. We'll find out and get back to you on that quickly. Unfortunately, we don't have a medical person in the studio, but Karen will try. Please bring back that chart. At least we put together something for you. Exactly. This is what we have. The compatibility chart. So you look at it. AA plus AA is excellent. AA plus AS is good. AA plus SS is fair. So you can manage. You can manage. AS plus AS is bad. AS plus SS, very bad. SS plus SS, extremely bad. So that is what we have worked on, and that's what we know. I don't know about the AP anyway, but he said that when they checked, it was AP.
Interesting.
I think you should go and then
check
see again. your health service provider, so that they would be in a better position to answer that. You know, some of the hemoglobin, blood, and these ones are the popular ones. Yeah, but we have the AC and the likes, and so if you go,
there could be an
they
AP.
can probably, so they can check it out for you.
Okay.
Or maybe too, you have to seek second opinion.
Yeah, sometimes very possible.
It is Ghana.
Yeah.
I like that chart.
Yeah.
So this is what we must be preaching in our churches and our mosques and in our schools. You understand? The people should know these things by heart. So before you say I do.
But who marries the SS? Who marries the SS?
They've given you.
But you see, that is my issue. AA. But
so at least then you have
that is where love comes in.
That is fair.
Because
Randy, love is built over time.
Charlie, you look out for things when you are loving.
Randy, love is built over time.
You will love somebody.
There are some things. There are some things.
You are not answering the question.
No, there are some things that you can overlook in a relationship. Okay, like whether you press the Pepsodent from
left
the bottom
or right,
or from the middle.
Yeah,
you understand.
Yeah,
or whether when you are done bathing, you leave the soap, the foam on the wall.
Yeah,
or whether you close the washroom or the greasy or you. There are some of these are things that you can overlook. You can ignore some of these things, or whether
they can be worked on.
They can be worked on. Yeah. This one is biological.
It never goes.
It is like the chassis of a car.
It will not change.
You understand? Yes. You can repackage the car, everything, the outside, everything.
But the original chassis number.
No.
You get it? Yeah. It is the foundation.
Okay.
You get it? So you can't change it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we must understand these things. That's why I keep saying that you cannot love with only your heart.
Okay.
Use this one.
Use it.
There is a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please. Your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Sandra and I'm calling from Oti region.
Okay, Sandra, let's hear you.
Precisely in Fanta.
Okay, Sandra, go ahead.
So please, thank you very much for the education. And then I also say we need to get a medical doctor with you people there so that they can explain it well, because there are other types that you are not showing, which is even causing more problems. There are other types like the AC, the SC, which is there. And then I also about maybe when you are going to the lab to check your genotype, don't do it at one place or repeat it like 3 times before you confirm that you are this type of genotype. Yes, because some do it once, and at times mistake lab results are issued. Most of them, when you ask them, they will tell you they have done it, but this is what happened. So please, we'll thank you people, and then we'll also apologize that you bring doctors to come and educate the public very well. Thank you.
Well noted. We appreciate it. Thank you. It's just unfortunate that our guest actually agreed to be on. He was supposed to be in studio, but for whatever reason, we are unable to tell why he is unable to be. We are unable to reach him this morning. I mean, we can't tell why. So it's rather unfortunate. We're supposed to have 2 guests, the pastor and then also the medical officer, so he can answer some of the questions. Since we sincerely apologize for that, but it's a conversation most definitely we'll have in the coming days as well. Then most definitely we'll get some medical doctor in studio for that conversation. But let's move on. You can also share your thought with us. I mean, from checks, I mean, random check online, I mean on the internet, it shows that the AP is not a standard genotype, and just like Nam mentioned, it is good that probably you move from that facility to another one and still run the test to see exactly what it means. But we advise that you seek proper medical care or attention, so that you know exactly what that is. I am hearing it for the first time, the AP or the AC. I'm actually hearing it for the first time. Yeah, I'm hearing it for the first time. Yeah.
There's AC. And you know, again, I was saying, but this is Ghana, where they can take somebody's lab.
Oh yeah, we know the errors that sometimes.
We know that some are quite pricey, but make it something that you really want to do, that you'd seek different and that sort of thing, options on that one too. There's a caller.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm now calling from Tetibu.
Okay, now let's hear you.
I'd like to, first of all, good morning to all of you. And then I'd like to contribute to the topic that we're discussing.
Go ahead.
I'm married. I've been married for 14 years this year. And then talking about someone's genotype, it's something that Ghanaians are not really paying attention to. So immediately you get into marriage and you get to know the genotype of your husband and your essence. These are some of the things that you cannot back off because you are already married. But there are a lot of questions that I can say we are not asking before we get into marriage. Like Karen said, about talking about sex in marriage and all those things. And then
what happened? Oh, please
call back again.
14 years, yes. And she has been married for 14 years, like she said.
So
there are the people who want to, Sorry about that.
Why did you be married for almost 14 years? Or your
Charlie. Hey, I grow like that. Yesterday I told somebody, hey, we now call out.
Not for anything, you have 3 kids.
Hey, we now call out. Sure. And I thank you out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And did you ask your wife of her genotype before?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay. Of course. I mean, it was a critical one.
Yeah.
Oh no, so even if you go through the counseling session,
yes,
it's a requirement.
But you see, you've already gone far.
That is the point.
We shouldn't even get to that point.
You get it. That is what I am saying.
The moment I see you in the street.
But how are you asking somebody you've met in 2 weeks about genotype?
You are seeing potential.
Which
potential? You are looking into the future.
Which future?
Into the future with you.
Okay, this guy is thinking a certain direction, or this woman is thinking.
Do we have a back?
A certain direction. But when you don't ask and you wait,
but when you start canceling 1 month,
you've enjoyed the love, you've done the things you are not supposed to be doing. After the Nipana Tiaka also, if you want to marry, let's
see all these people.
That's where there is problem.
Okay, I think we have Sandra. Is it Sandra back also? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning.
I'm Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Let's hear you.
Yes. I was saying
Sarah, you know what's happening? It's like your TV is loud, so just mute it or lower the volume, or just walk a little bit away from it, because you can still hear yourself on the TV, and that is the delay. So please, I think it's better now, so let's go ahead.
All right.
Good.
Marrying for 14 years is no joke. And then what I want to say this morning is that our churches, our counseling sections are not doing justice to what they are supposed to do. So at the end of the day, you go in there and then even how you want your husband to even touch you is a problem. How you want your wife to touch you is a problem. The food he wants to eat is a problem. At what time? If he is in a good mood or is in the bad mood. And then some of these genotypes, at times, they can be calm at times. Some of them too, like the SS, it gets to a point he is in the bad, like you are in his bad moods. And how to get him calm is another task. Let's take our churches, for example. Getting into marriage, they'll just tell you the basics. But what they are supposed to do, as in every 6 months or in a year, do we have to go back to the counselors again and then update, and for them to teach us some of the things that we can do to amend certain things at a certain point in time. So all these things are giving us, giving us issues, because you come from a Christian home. There are certain conversations that is not being touched on in the house, and you get into marriage, and then that is where you are going to learn the real Learn on
Find
the
out this.
job, let me say.
At what point in time did you know? I mean, at what point in time did you even go to check?
When I was about to give birth to my firstborn.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, thank you. All right, Sarah has just shared her experience with us, and I think that's what you guys are saying, right? I bet too late if you wait till, say, the counseling session or the counseling
That place that you have gone far.
Yeah, so what's the word? Oh, retreat is not acceptable.
You can't know. The counseling, dear, you have not started the counseling. Maybe it will be during that time that you would set your marriage date, the wedding date.
Yeah.
But you see, both families, if you have got into counseling, I mean, both families know about each other.
Counseling session there, you are even done with knocking and everything. You are just preparing yourself for the altar. So
that broken house will go.
So that, and maybe that's where I am focusing on, because probably you have entered into it, you've done things you are not supposed to do for a year or two. Hello, good morning. Maybe we can pick our last call. Yeah, good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning. My name is Nana. I'm calling from Shejo.
Okay, Nana, let's hear you.
Yes. So I am a single person with no marriage experience. Yet, as an individual who lives in this world, I do have something to add to what my sister said and Sister Sarah did. So, what she said about the genotype and then the blood typing, well, during talking stages, we the single people or the people who are aspiring to see potential candidates in marriage specialties and stuff, we should just ditch some of those questions, like the cliche ones, whether your favorite color, your favorite food. They do nothing, absolutely nothing, and if they do very little in marriages. Because why would you ask me my favorite color? Are you planning to build a whole house and then change it with my favorite color or what? Instead, we can just go ahead and ask, oh, what's your genotype? We should actually make it a habit. Let's be asking our talking stages, people we are in talking stages with, oh, what's your blood type? What's your genotype? We should go ahead and be asking those questions.
Like Carrie has a box of pizza for you.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
You understand?
What is your color for?
Are you a painter? Are you a painter? No, are you a painter? What is your favorite color?
What is your favorite food?
That's
not even the favorite food that we can manage, because there might be a day where you want to,
eat your favorite.
So you use your favorite food to boss me. Maybe there are some days my tempers have gone somewhere.
Yeah, so
you can use the favorite food to catch me. But what is my favorite color? Are you a painter? No. I do art and craft. Please, let's be serious. So I agree with her that some of these conversations are necessary.
Yeah.
You understand? But your genotype, your blood group, you understand? Very, very important. The
producer, we beg. Let's pick the last caller. Let's pick the last caller.
The finances, those parts, very, very important. What do you do for a living? And what do you think of gender roles?
Yeah.
Do you think that the man should be the ogboro of the house?
Yeah.
He must provide everything and the woman should do nothing? Or you believe in 50-50 or 70-30 or 60-40? These are questions we should be asking people.
At the talking stage.
Yes. When the children grow up, what do you expect that they would be? You understand? What kind of parent do you hope to be?
Yeah.
Would you be a very strict parent? Would you be a liberal parent? What do you make of sleepovers? You understand? Are you the kind of partner that will restrict me from having other friends? These are questions that you must ask. Don't just leave it at what's your favorite color, what are your favorite travel destinations, what's your favorite car, what's your favorite food, you can ask shoe size, dress size, and those ones are very, very important.
But why is the color annoying you?
You are not a painter. It's not. I'm not saying that. You see, I'm not saying it's not necessary, but it's not a priority.
It is not necessary.
No, it's necessary, but it's not a priority.
Are you going to paint the house?
No, I must know your favorite color, so that sometimes when I'm buying you something, I can buy.
I know this is what I'm buying.
I can buy it for you your favorite color.
But it's not a priority. Okay.
Now, if your favorite color is blue and I buy it in pink and you wear, it's your case.
Okay. Let's pick the last caller. Unfortunately. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
Please, I'm calling from my region.
You are calling from where?
Ahafo region.
Okay. You didn't mention your name.
Yes, please, I'm City.
Okay, go ahead.
This discussion is very important. And it's beneficial to the nation to survive because the problems are multiplied without this awareness. And my little suggestion is that if we can handle it at birth, as we have card at birth, we should make provisions when the child is born, the blood group, the genotype, those basic things. That will not be a problem. Some people tell me, I don't know where to get some, I don't have access to the test, I'm in the area. So I believe with time, as Ghana is advancing, if we can make provisions so that those tests will be provided at birth, the moment the child is born, or with time, if you can add it to that column, so that if you are born, you know you are black, the genotype is AA. That so that will not be much problem for the people to tell me my type, my genotype, if we are met or if the couple decide to marry. But since they think it's too expensive to get that test, I think it's another problem. Thank you very much for education and have a.
All right.
I just received a message.
Thank you.
From Barry. Barry says the genotype thing there, they work for Ghana. You feel the person now, that thing all no go come out. No, you see, Randy.
No, but he's been real.
Yeah, but you see,
he's been real.
So what kind of conversations do you have in your relationship?
No, the genotype comes last minute.
Randy,
when you have mindset
because a lot of people in the past we've made that mistake.
Yes.
At least in our generation,
we want to correct
we are
it.
enlightened. You understand? And we need to correct it. So
that I agree.
These are questions that we must really ask before we ask favorite caller.
Yeah.
You understand? So that you know exactly where the relationship is heading. Whether this relationship is headed for the future or is a relationship for we just having fun and enjoying ourselves, and after that everybody will go and look for their potential spouses or their future spouses. But we must not neglect. Look, genotype, blood group, hepatitis B status, HIV status, very, very, very critical. That's why I didn't want to mention all this. As I said, medical history. What is the medical history?
Have you had surgeries before?
Of the person? What was your operation be that? Where did we do it? Have you done an abortion before? We must know. You understand? So that at that point the person will decide if they want to continue with the relationship or not. Where it becomes challenging and difficult is when you keep quiet because you realize that the girl fine, the Coca-Cola shape is there like you want it, so you ignore every other thing and you are just enjoying the Coca-Cola shape. Then it gets to time for marriage. You go for counseling, they tell you to go and run the test and come. Then it's SS, or one person is AS, another person is AS or AC. What do? Then now you say that you don't understand why, blah, blah, blah. Master, even if you cry, there's a day you stop crying. You can't cry for the rest of your life. You must move on. You must move on. You must find the person who is compulsive. And I keep saying that, not just for you, but for the sake of the children that you will give birth to. You may be intentional and say that, look, you know what, fine, no problem. We won't have a kid. We would adopt. But we still want to remain as husband and wife. We still want the love to continue. But my brother, like the person we spoke to earlier said, one day by mistake, you just be in the state of ovulation, you are doing that thing. Then the pregnancy will enter inside vim. Then once they enter you say no, the church you go to or the mosque you go to, they don't abort. Then you go and cause wahala for picking. Okay. Look, I'm sure a lot of kids who are suffering from sickle cell will be cursing their parents.
Oh yeah.
Randy, Charlie, it's not small pain. No. I said I could tell the way the girl was wailing that day in the ward. That Charlie, or nothing. Even me, that mine was just accident with cats and all of that. That they, some of the nurses today can be very wicked. When they bring you fresh like that, the way they pour the spirit, the spirit on the wound. Charlie, and yeah, better. But I think that we must take it very seriously.
Now there is a big question for you.
Okay.
And Karim, there is an applause for you from somebody. Where this whole conversation started from.
Okay.
But now Kevin is asking, can this type of test come under FPHC? What is that?
Free primary healthcare.
Oh, Charlie, now owe you a bottle of Coke. Charlie, you smart girl,
push the agenda for it to become the ambassador for free primary healthcare.
Yes, now must be made an ambassador.
Please, viewers, comments,
Honorable Minta Kando. Honorable Minta Kando, health minister.
This matter,
please, wallahi. Make na Oyo Kote ambassador of FPHC.
Yeah.
Period.
Free primary health care. Even if it is free, pro bono, she will do it and do it and do it well. Please, but if it is coming,
it's an important question.
Give me some 2%.
We'll be meeting after.
I think that they must consider.
Yeah.
They must consider something like that.
Yeah, because it's basic.
Yeah. You know, especially
it's primary.
At birth. You know, once you give birth, we should be able to firm up all of these things. Like the same way we are saying DNA should be done at birth. Yeah, we should start doing some of these
okay.
things.
Guys, before we go on the break quickly, we beg, let me just read some of the other messages and we can go. Please. Mavis Nina is a health worker. She is a nurse. She says that the genotype is something we inherit from our parents' genes. One from each parent. That's why it's important to check so you don't put your children through pain and yourself through financial burden.
Yeah.
Interestingly, we clinicians usually believe if they are able to cross a certain age, they will survive. Yes, I think I heard something like that some time ago.
Sure.
But I lost a friend lady 2 years to sickle cell. She was healthy and fine one day until she wasn't. She died at 34. That means she has even crossed that age. I had a friend back then, 25 years, and then he died. An age, we strongly believe she had made it. So let's encourage couples dating or thinking about marriage to check before marriage to prevent all this. Akpe, I like the guy's thinking and mentality, and that's Karim. Maybe says she likes your thinking and mentality.
No, street.
Okay. Maybe thanks.
Tell her to send Momo. This is a comment.
She's a nurse.
Are not enough. Oh, nurses, they are paying their arrears.
Their salary come. Today, what's today's day? 23rd.
Then bring roadmap as to how they go pay their arrears.
If you are a husband of a nurse, the way he did his phone, their salary come.
They check.
Their salary come. Hey, Randy Haji.
They've paid. Nurses, they pay
21st, 22nd, they've paid.
Oh, really?
Teachers, nurses, they've paid. Money hits account.
Worry me.
Abai Papa Bao.
Hey, Randy.
No wonder the whole place is quiet.
Yeah.
Folks, let's take a break. Where we return, there is more. Stay with us.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the blessing. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
On that note of Islands in the Stream, from Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Yes, you're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. And yes, we take some birthdays this morning here, celebrating some amazing personalities this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe, 23rd April 2026. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Let's get into our list of celebrants today and see who we are celebrating today. Adobia Charlotte, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, pretty Adobia Charlotte. May this year be a great year for you. May it be an amazing year, a beautiful year, of course, filled with a lot of God's love and God's blessing. Have a great year. Have an amazing year. This is coming from Kweku Frimpong here at WoezorTV to you. He wishes you a blessed year, a great year, bask in the grace of God. Yes, and may this year be one of your best years yet. Adobia Charlotte, happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Aisha Latte, it's your birthday today, Aisha Latte, and may this year be a blessed year for you, an amazing year, a beautiful year for you, and may all that you pray for this year be your portion. This is coming from Mr. Kwe to you. He wishes you a blessed year. So you have a great one, Aisha Latte. And then away from Aisha, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Lord Vincent Ubana, it's your birthday today. This is coming from your wife, Mrs. Ubana, to you and your kids. They all wish you a blessed year, great year. So you have a great one. Happy birthday to you, Lord Vincent Ubana. And moving on from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Francisca Boateng, happy birthday to you, Mama Francisca Boateng. We celebrate you so much. This comes from Junior and Kwesi to you. They wish you a blessed year, great year. And yes, thank you for being that amazing mother to them. They really appreciate you. So yeah, have a great year, have a beautiful year, have an amazing year. Happy birthday to you, Mama Francisca Boateng. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning here. Okay, so Felicia Vanilla Amele Masope, it's your birthday today. Felicia Vanilla Amele Masope. Now this is coming from Kobe J, your big brother Kobe J to you. He says that we've always wished you a happy birthday every year, my love. But today, my wish for you is in Numbers chapter 6, verse 24 to 26. And with faith, we call it done in Jesus' name. Amen. Keep growing, glowing, and soaring in higher grace. And so, Felicia Vanilla Amele Masope, this is coming from your big brother Kobe J to you. Happy birthday. And before we wrap up, let me wish Nukunu Amegbo a happy birthday. Nukunu Amegbo, this is coming from Esinam to you. She says that may the Lord continue to bless you on all sides. Whatever you find your hands doing, may it prosper. May this year be your best years yet, and may the Lord settle you. Have a good one, dear brother. Much love. So Nukunu, this is coming from Esinam to you. Happy birthday to you. And yes, there is a notable birthday today. So yeah, over 100 years and counting. Today we wish His Eminence Sheikh Dr. Usman Nuhu Shaributu, the National Chief Imam of Ghana, a happy birthday. May Allah bless him and continue to endow him with strength. Continue to give him long life for him to continue to stay with us and still be that great agent and icon of peace in our country and beyond. So His Eminence Sheikh Dr. Usman Nuhu Shaributu, happy birthday to you. And I think we should have another notable birthday. Today is a birthday of wrestler John Cena. So yeah, wherever he finds himself, happy birthday to him. And so if you celebrate your birthday today, know that you celebrate with all these amazing personalities. So that'll be it, the wrap for birthdays. Please let us have your wishes on 055-269-79393 3 p.m. the day before your birthday, so we can work on it and celebrate you on your special day. Over to Randy Ahaji for newspaper review.
All right, so now thank you so much. Let me just take you straight to the dashboard. Let's find out what the papers are reporting on a Thursday morning. Daily Graphic has the big one. Ghana unveils documentary register to preserve heritage. Is a story on page 13 of the Daily Graphic. And this one also says Cabinet approves visa waiver for 3 countries. Get into the details and read. It's on the page 2 of the Daily Graphic. The Ghanaian Times says Sakumono Ramsar site faces renewed encroachment. GRCC to demolish illegal structures. A story on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. And also the Foreign Affairs Minister is in. He's been busy with regards to what's happening far away in South Africa. And the caption says Foreign Affairs Minister engages South Africa over xenophobic attacks. Story on page 13 of the newspaper. Court suspends MPA trial over OSP awaits stay of execution ruling. The National Enquirer, Julius Deborah in Harvard attends leadership program to boost government delivery. Lembele Assembly members disown petition against Adamus as they set records straight. Okay, let's move on to the Daily Guide newspaper. The front page says buffer stock trial. Court summons Ioko officials over seized gadgets. And also Kumasi businessman beats girlfriend to death. Now, I think we should find time and discuss some of this domestic violence that are being meted out in our various homes. It's a conversation we should be having in the coming days as well. Daily Democrat says businessman seeks help to reclaim factory. And also Volta star Bobby GH drops a big anthem. More CSOs demand independent prosecutor to fight corruption. The Dispatch, NDC's 2028 presidential slot APL survey puts Asiedun Ketia and Julius Deborah at 30% each. Presidency backs NLA KGL contract. Revenue talks ongoing. That's according to NLA boss. What else do we have? The Daybreak newspaper blame FWSC for salary adjustment delays. That's the fair wages and salary. Whatever they are talking about. GovTel civilian staff. The Business Analyst, low wages pushing tanker drivers into Galamsey. NPA raises alarm. IMF projects Ghana's debt to GDP to rise to 53% by 2026. That's actually a projection. OSP prosecutorial powers ruling undermines corruption fight. Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition says BNFT Ejumawura Nkoko Nkitikiti jobs for the boys. That's a question the paper is asking. That's a story on page 3. Grab a copy and read the details. UMB CEO urges shift from imports to local production by 2030. Something we all have been calling for. And indeed, the weekend is almost here, and you can expect the graphic showbiz to come with some interesting stories as well. The big one, yes, Shatta Wale is here. It says, I'm ready to mentor next Shatta. That's according to the CEO of Shatta Movement, Shatta Wale. And also 6 reasons men should pay for everything in 2026. Story on page 5 of the paper. Using AI, not ungodly, Joe Mettle says. And that's it with the newspaper review segment this morning. Now we'll continue with the details of these stories. Now,
thank you so much, Randy Ahaji. And it's time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has assured the Eastern Regional House of Chiefs of his government's commitment to ensuring equitable development across the country. Speaking during a courtesy call at the Jubilee House led by Nene Sakite II, President of the Eastern Regional House of Chiefs and Paramount Chief of the Manya Krobo traditional area, the President said government is leveraging renewed investor confidence to expand infrastructure and stimulate economic growth. He announced ongoing efforts to operationalize the newly constructed University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences at Bonsu, describing it as a key driver of regional development.
Developments that we are doing in terms of infrastructure, and every region is getting its fair share of those infrastructure. The Eastern Regional Hospital stalled a bit. I've asked that the contractor go back to site and we pay him so that we can complete it and have the Eastern Regional Hospital. The other new regions too are going to receive regional hospitals. That is the 6 new regions. We're starting with 3 of their regional hospitals this year, and next year we'll cut short for the next 3 for the new regions. Recently I was in Korea and we discussed the issue of the University of Engineering, Science and Agriculture in Bonsu, and I think that that is an institution that we are activating as quickly as possible so that we can create more room for our young people who are seeking tertiary educational opportunities. But one area of concern is security and conflict. And we realize that a major contributor to conflicts across the country is also the chieftaincy institution and issues of land boundaries. We believe that it's something that we need to work with the National House of Chiefs and the Regional House of Chiefs on. The 1992 Constitution barred government from interfering in chieftaincy matters, and it said that issues of chieftaincy disputes should be handled by the chiefs themselves. But it looks like it is difficult. Government only intervenes when law and order breaks down, but we cannot interfere in the customs and usages of the chieftaincy institution.
And Nana Saki Tate II congratulated the president on progress made so far, expressing appreciation for ongoing development projects in the region and optimism for stronger collaboration moving forward.
Made so far under your guidance serve as a testament to your vision and commitment to advancing the welfare of our nation. Over the years, we've been asking the Assembly support to run our traditional councils to strengthen local governance, preserve and facilitate cultural heritage, and enhance community development initiatives. However, nothing has come forth, and we are still supposed to deliver to the people in so many ways. Since we are not getting anywhere or any meaningful assistance from the MMDAs, we Nananum are seeking for our own common fund to alleviate the burden of delivery of services to our people. Local government is crucial in our development process, and the common fund for Nananum is appropriate and logical. Finally, we need technical support from government with regards to access to the records of the Stool Land Boundaries Settlement of 1992.
Also, President Mahama noted that Ghana's macroeconomic indicators are showing signs of improvement, citing reduced inflation, currency stability, and improved debt servicing, adding that government remains focused on maintaining fiscal discipline after the successful IMF program. Despite the gains, he acknowledged persistent challenges, particularly youth unemployment, stressing the need for greater private sector partnership and participation and industrial expansion, especially in agriculture.
And we need to we need to prepare for those milestones. One, we're coming out of the IMF program. It's coming to an end. We have the final review coming up by next month. But we intend to, beyond the IMF program, still keep the fiscal discipline that has resulted in the stabilization of the macro economic environment. And then they talked about chieftaincy common fund. Unfortunately, there's no statutory fund like that. We believe that the assemblies should have a little leeway to be able to support our traditional rulers in their districts, using some aspects of the common fund over which they have more discretion. Yeah, but I don't envisage a whole statutory fund, created for the chieftaincy institution. That's why we keep looking at the stipends that we give and increasing them.
And moving on in other stories, the government has approved new visa waiver agreement with 3 countries as part of efforts to enhance the global value of the Ghanaian passport and deepen international mobility. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, announced on Facebook on Wednesday, April 22, that the cabinet had cleared agreements with Antigua, Barbuda, the Maldives, and Zambia, beg your pardon. According to him, the agreements apply to holders of all categories of passports, including ordinary service and diplomatic, allowing citizens of the respective countries to travel without visas for short stays. He indicated that Parliament is expected to ratify the agreement in the coming weeks to pave way for full implementation. And still on foreign affairs, the minister has held urgent diplomatic discussions with his South African counterpart, Ronald Lamola, following viral videos showing disturbing attacks on Ghanaian nationals in South Africa. In a statement, Mr. Ablakwa said the South African government has expressed concern over the situation and assured Ghana of immediate action. Mr. Ablakwa further disclosed that Pretoria is expected to hold a briefing with African ambassadors on Wednesday, April 22, as part of efforts to address concerns raised by affected countries. According to him, diplomatic teams have already traced one of the individuals seen in the viral footage and provided consular assistance. He added that no Ghanaian fatalities have been recorded in connection with the incident and urged the public to remain calm. Now, more than 400 newly certified electricians have been recognized in Accra at the 24th Electrical Wiring Certificates Awards following their success in the National Electrical Wiring Certification Examination. The Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, George Opariado, reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to skills development and youth employment during the ceremony. Raya Samoa has more in this report.
128 candidates graduated after successfully passing the National Electrical Wiring Certification Examination, part of efforts to ensure only qualified professionals handle electrical installations across the country. The program, backed by the Energy Commission, continues to play a key role in reducing electrical-related fires and promoting safety standards nationwide. Speaking at the event, Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, George Opariado, emphasized the importance of equipping young people with employable skills.
Every certified electrician who walks out of this program carries with them not just a skill, but the responsibility to ensure that homes, businesses, and institutions they wire are safe. In a country where electrical faults remain amongst the leading causes of fire-related deaths and property loss, that responsibility is not ceremonial. It is life-saving.
Board Chairman of the Energy Commission, Professor John Gachi, called for continuous adherence to safety standards and professional excellence.
Remains critical because it affects our homes, industries, workplaces, infrastructure, and communities. As such, efficiency, safety, and professionalism in this field are non-negotiable.
The Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Adra Sewabonde, underscored the significance of certification in safeguarding lives and properties. She said efforts are also underway to formalize apprenticeship training and increase female participation in the sector.
It's a profession that many believe should be for men. So there's the stigma attached, and then I mean we all know the problems that women face in certain professions. So it's not just one thing that led to some of them dropping out, but we have the database, and I've taken a personal pledge to reach out and ensure that those who registered and could not complete would get them the needed support to be able to resit and then complete the program.
The Electrical Wiring Certification Program, now in its 24th year, has certified over 18,000 practitioners, contributing significantly to national safety and development. For WoezorTV, Rachel Asamoah.
Now, the Ghana Maritime Authority has dismissed claims by Akuapem Northern P. Samia Wuku, stating that the vessel MV Sankofa is not registered in Ghana and has no current link to the country. In a statement, the authority explained that the ship was removed from Ghana's registry in April 2024, while another vessel with the same name had earlier been deregistered in 2021. It stressed that no vessel named MV Sankofa is currently operating under the Ghanaian flag. The GMA also revealed that the vessel was intercepted by the Ghana Navy in July 2025 and later flagged by Senegalese authority in March 2026 over suspected drug trafficking. Ghana clarified that it had no connection to the ship, which is found to be operating under the Cameroonian flag. And now to other stories. Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Dr. Agnes Namomo-Lartey, has affirmed that all outstanding arrears owed to caterers under the Ghana School Feeding Program have been fully settled, bringing relief to operators across the country. She described the program as a critical social intervention that continues to support school children and vulnerable families by providing nutrition and encouraging school attendance. Dr. Lartey made the announcements during a public engagement in Tamale as part of the Resetting Ghana tour.
One other significant social protection intervention is the school feeding program. When we came, there were arrears, and this one, you need no telling. We all saw the uproar in the country where caterers were demonstrating everywhere for payment. It is good news and refreshing for the people of the northern region to know that every single caterer that had not been paid have been paid up to date. The only arrears we will have, which is not an arrears, the school feeding has been paid on time, and all the new caterers can tell you, and every single caterer everywhere can attest to the fact that they receive their payment on time. The other one we are waiting for is those who the term that just ended. And for that one, the data will be processed. We are working as charged by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to improve the system so that data collection and processing can be faster and people will be able to receive, that is the caterers, receive their payment right at the end of the term. Let me also take the opportunity on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the ministry to appreciate every caterer for their patience, and then also appreciate the coordinators and managers of the program, that because of their diligence, we are able to deliver on the promise of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I will say that it is not just an improvement, but also we have been able to look at the quality of food being served and make sure that the nutritional value is not lost out in the course of enrolling this out.
Now, Ghana is stepping up efforts to eliminate malaria as the country prepares to mark the World Malaria Day 2026 at a media conference in Accra. The Ghana Health Service highlighted substantive gains made in reducing cases and deaths, but warned that sustained action, stronger partnerships, and public commitments are needed to tackle the disease, which continues to affect children under 5 and pregnant women. Ellen Frimpong has more.
Authorities are ramping up efforts to eliminate malaria as the country prepares to mark World Malaria Day 2026. At a press briefing ahead of the commemoration, the Ghana Health Service reaffirmed that while significant progress has been made in reducing malaria cases and deaths, The disease remains a major public health threat, particularly among children under 5 and pregnant women. Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Franklin Esiedu-Bequin, said Ghana now has the tools and knowledge to end malaria, but sustained commitment and collective action are critical.
Achieving malaria elimination requires investment from all sectors of our economy and society. While government and development partners have been instrumental in our progress, we must increasingly mobilize domestic resources and engage the private sector. Ending malaria is within our reach. Now is the time to act decisively. Now is the time to intensify our efforts. And now is the time to ensure that no Ghanaian dies from preventable and treatable disease like malaria.
Health officials point to ongoing interventions, including insecticide-treated nets, indoor spraying, seasonal prevention, and increased community engagement as key to the progress recorded so far. However, the National Malaria Elimination Program warns that declining donor support poses a serious risk to these gains.
We have all the tools available to eliminate malaria. This is the time to do it. Unfortunately, we have a very big challenge of reducing resources, from our external partners. But we see this as an opportunity for us to own it as a country, invest in it. And for us to do that, it's not just about the government. We need the private sector to also come on board. And of course, for all the other stakeholders in Ghana, what we are saying is that malaria elimination is only possible if we own it as communities, as journalists, as individuals in our homes.
Authorities are urging the public to take personal responsibility by eliminating mosquito breeding sites, seeking early testing and treatment, and consistently using treated nets. This year's World Malaria Day will be marked under the theme, Driven to End Malaria, Now We Can, Now We Must. For WoezorTV, Ellen Frimpong.
Time now for some international news. Now, Iran's top negotiator says it's not possible to reopen the Strait of Hormuz due to blatant violations of the US-Iran ceasefire. Those violations include the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports and warmongering by Israel on all fronts. Earlier, Iran seized 2 cargo ships in the Strait of Hormuz after Donald Trump extended the U.S.-Iran ceasefire. While extending the ceasefire, Trump also said that the U.S. blockade of Iranian ports would continue. Talks between U.S. and Iran are due to resume in Pakistan this week, but are yet to start. The Strait of Hormuz is now too dangerous for all but a trickle of traffic, deeply damaging both Iran and the global economy. And that will be all for the WoezorTV news reports today. I am Karen Naoyukwoti. Many thanks for staying with us.
or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
All right, welcome back for sports update on the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfred Amwafo. Now, let's start from the match day 30 of the Ghana Premier League because those fixtures have been suspended. Now, the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association, GFA, has postponed all Ghana Premier League fixtures scheduled for match day 30 following the tragic death of player Dominic Frimpong of Brecum Chelsea, which resulted from an armed robbery attack on the team bus a few days ago. And so this is what the GFA is saying in the statement that they brought out yesterday about match day 30. Now, this is the reason they said the decision was taken as the football community mourns the passing of the striker. Now, the unfortunate incident has sent shockwaves through the football fraternity, prompting the association to take immediate steps to honor his memory. The Executive Council notes that the suspension of match day 30 fixtures will allow the football family across the country to reflect and pay tribute to the late player during this difficult period. So the Premier League, they say, will resume on the weekend of May 1 to 4, 2026 with a scheduled match day 31 fixtures. New date will be announced in due course for the postponed match day 30 fixtures to be played in that regard. So this is a statement coming from the Ghana Football Association concerning match day 30 of the Ghana Premier League as a result of the death of Dominic Frimpong. He previously played for Brecum Chelsea. You know the story, what happened when they were returning from a league game. They encountered an armed robbery attack, and as a result he passed away in that regard. And so that is a statement from GFA to keep his memory alive in our minds. Match day 30 has been suspended. Now let's move away from that story and still from GFA, because yesterday they welcomed the new Blasters head coach Carlos Queiroz in the country. He's set to be unveiled today at 1 p.m. That story or that live broadcast will be on WoezorTV, and so of course you can also monitor. The 73-year-old manager is in the country to begin his preparation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Remember, he is succeeding coach Otado, who was sacked because of his performance. And so ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Queiroz is expected to also interact with the Ghanaian population to actually tell us what's his plans for the Blasters going into the World Cup. We are expecting that he go to win the World Cup for us. So of course, he will have to lay down what he plans to do, the transformation, the reformative plans that he has for the Blasters to bring back that energy that we need in our team. And so that is what we'll be expecting. At 1 p.m. we'll bring you the live broadcast of that event. And so be of known and schedule for that major event. Carlos Queiroz will be unveiled this afternoon in that regard. But he's in the country. That's on your screen is the video of his arrival yesterday at the Accra International Airport, you know. And so yes, he received a warm welcome from Ghanaians, delegations meeting him, and so he'll be speaking today. In that regard, let's move away from Ghana and go straight to Europe and England, to be precise. Chelsea have sacked head coach Liam Rosinia after 106 days in charge of the club. Rosinia signed a 5.5-year deal after arriving from French club Strasbourg, also owned by Chelsea co-owners Todd Boehly and Clanlake Capital. Now, but he managed just 11 wins in 23 matches across all competitions
And Tuesday's 3-0 defeat at Brighton was Chelsea's 5th consecutive league defeat without scoring. The club's worst scoreless run since 1912. Rosinia described the performance as indefensible and unaccepted after facing angry chants from Chelsea's travelling supporters on the South Coast. Now, defeat led to the Blues slipping to 7th in the Premier League, 7 points behind Liverpool, who occupy the 5th and final Champions League spots. Liam has always conducted himself with the highest integrity and professionalism following his appointment midway through the season, and this is according to Chelsea, a statement that they brought out yesterday in that regard. Now, they further went ahead to say this has not been a decision the club has taken lightly. However, recent results and performances have fallen below the necessary standard, with still so much more to play for this season. And so this is what Chelsea is saying. Now, according to sources, Bournemouth manager Adoni Areola, Fulham head coach Marco Silva, and former Dortmund boss Edin Terzic are under consideration as possible replacement for Rosinia. So these are 3 managers that, according to sources, one of them can replace Rosinia in that regard. Now, still in the English Premier League, Manchester City continue their charge towards the Premier League title with victory at Turf Moor to move Pep Guardiola's side top of the table and relegate Burnley back to the Championship. City have its form at the 9th time and are looking in an ominous mood, clawing back 9 points on Arsenal in less than 2 weeks to narrowly climb to the summit of goals scored. Now, Guardiola's men had not been in the number 1 spot since the opening week of the campaign, but an 11-game unbeaten streak has led them overtaking the Gunners with 5 games left. And so as I speak, Manchester City are top of the league. They are leading the league log at the moment. Arsenal are now following Manchester City. And if you are following Pep Guardiola's team, you know what it takes to overtake them. 5 games to go. Will Arsenal be able to overtake Manchester City? Here's the highlights of their game yesterday. Do enjoy, and this is how we wrap up sports. My name is Godfrey Amwafo. Do stay tuned because entertainment is next.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing 1 man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, 1 every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
So yes, I'm back again and here on the entertainment update on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. This morning, RC is disappointed at the nominations that came out for the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Stonebwoy is also in London to promote the Beam Festival. So there's more coming your way shortly. You're welcome to the entertainment segment once again. Now let's talk about Medical. And Medical says that he is confident of winning Artist of the Year at the 2026 Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Now the rapper, who has received multiple nominations over the years, believes his consistency and output during the review period gave him the edge this time. Now he added that he has done the work and is ready to claim the top prize.
Like I was saying this earlier, there's been times that you see, I've been nominated like 3 times in the Artist of the Year category. This is not my first time. You understand? But I've never been like vocal about it or loud about it. You know, there's a reason why, because I've all those years, you know, we say that we know they deserve them, but I still say, oh, a lot like people work past me, make allow, make you know, make oh, this everyone now. No, you know, there's like I was saying this earlier, there's been times that.
So this year Artist of the Year, definitely Medical is positive about winning it. So if we are a Medical fan beyond control, then this is your opportunity to vote for your boss, okay? Yes, the president of the Beyond Control movement. So remember that this year Medical is active, fully active, and campaigning to win Artist of the Year. Now, as I was also saying, or I mentioned earlier, that Stonebwoy is in London currently, and while promoting his upcoming Beam Festival in London, Stonebwoy has highlighted key figures who shaped his career. Now, speaking in a viral video with Adesope Olajide, he described the reggae icon Buju Banton as a father figure and credited Morgan Heritage for giving him his first major touring experience. Now, the Beam Festival is scheduled for August 15th, 2026 at the OVO Arena, Wembley.
Legendary. Buju Banton, legendary. He's a godfather for real. I was happy to meet him when he came back from prisons in Jamaica. I was in his yard. And then he called the embassy and ordered a bar. No way! I have videos to that effect. Put it on my godfather now. He liked me as a son. Believe me. And these are some of the things that people hardly get to see, you know, because me, I love to serve. And in my career journey, I've served. And the names are there. Morgan Heritage took me to Europe the first time.
I heard, I saw Grams talking about it, and I know you've done collaborations with over 40
over
Jamaicans.
40, over. Less we can enter 77, you know, counting.
That's authentic stuff,
that's
right
authentic stuff, you feel me?
So that was a conversation between Adesope and then Stonebwoy. And remember that Beam Festival once again is happening in London, August 15th. So if you happen to be in London around that time, then buy a ticket and then go and have an experience of a lifetime. Now let's talk about the TDMAs again. And Ghanaian artist RC has expressed disappointment over missing out on nominations at the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Now he believes the snub is also a setback for high life music, citing his song Agenda as proof, and the genre still resonates with audience. He added that with stronger promotion, high life can compete with dominant sounds like Afrobeat and Amapiano. And on that note, I almost said Agenda, but RC has a beautiful EP for all of us, 6-track EP. And you should listen to it. I already have a favorite. I have Sweetie, I have My Dear, and then Money Makes the World Go Round. Wow. So it's a beautiful EP. Yesterday before Tune Talk, I posted one and I was like, you can join Tune Talk and then let me know what is your vibe currently, or your current vibe in terms of music, what's on your playlist, and then what have you. But you should listen to that EP. It's a beautiful one. Very, very beautiful. So you can listen to it and then let me know what you think. A lot of people enjoyed and like Agenda so much, and I'm definitely sure that you'll find a favorite on the Young Daddy EP by RC.
Now let's talk about something else, which is still in music, and music executive Don Jazzy is also urging upcoming artists to look beyond talent in their pursuit of success. Now the Marvin record boss said while many aim to reach the level of Davido, Wizkid and Burna Boy, factors like stage presence, personality and audience connection are equally important, and he encouraged artists to assess their passion for performing as a key to longevity.
Some people are too quick to want to become with David Bonner artists. I think some of them are actually dope as writers. Yeah. Being on the stage and being an artist, it's not business. How is your personality? Are you likable? Are you do people just want to actually know about you, chill with you, and vibe with you, and stuff like that. All those things don't matter at the end of the day. So even if you feel like you have a great voice, do you like performing? Right. Do you like being on stages and things like that? I know they say that people can go and learn it, but being you have stability. I'll be hard to say it.
What you say?
It's Yoruba.
I don't speak Yoruba.
You don't know any from?
Gombe.
Okay, what is it? Speak?
My tribe is. So that is also a conversation that Don Jazzy, Don Papa had, and his take on the current, way young artists or up and coming artists relate or try to get or penetrate into the music scene. Now, my last story. Omale is back in the news, and I wouldn't want to say he's trending for the bad reason, but I mean, you have your opinion in a lot of things. I also have mine, and he absolutely has the right to also have his opinion, and people who inspire him. We have different people inspiring us every single time, right? And this is what happened with Omale. So he has sparked a debate online after naming his musical influences in a recent interview. Now the singer listed artists including Wizkid, Burna Boy, Drake, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars and Harry Styles, but excluded Davido. Now the omission has drawn mixed reactions, with some fans questioning the choice, while others say personal inspiration is subjective.
Name me 4 artists who are at the top.
I have my idols. Wizkid is my idol. Burna Boy is my idol. Drake is my idol. The Weeknd is my idol. Bruno Mars is my idol. Harry Styles is my idol.
These are people you look up to musically.
I'm a creative. I'm crazy. My head is not correct. I need to create art to feel good.
Mount Rushmore. Name me 4 artists who are at the top.
I have my idols. Wizkid is my idol. Burna Boy is my idol. Drake is my idol. The Weeknd is my idol. Bruno Mars is my idol. Harry Styles is my idol.
These are people you look up to musically.
I'm a creative. I'm crazy. My head is not correct. I need to create art to feel good.
So that is definitely Omale's inspiration, and you have yours, and people have yours. Sometimes we expect so much from these musicians. Okay, we love them, yes. They also have people that they admire and then they love, so we should all calm down. The trolls sometimes is too much, even for me, so I can only imagine what happens to some of these individuals when they open their inbox or their comment sections. Gosh, we should be learning to calm down and take it easy on these people. They're also humans just like all of us. Okay, we should calm down, please. But this is where I draw the curtains down on today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. On Saturday 4 p.m. Tune Talk Repeat comes your way. My name is Evergreen Asanto. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Welcome to Wellbeing segment on WoezorTV. My name is Catherine Esinam Gante, Physician Assistant Dental. Today, I would like us to talk about halitosis, or popularly called bad breath. When we talk about bad breath, there are factors that lead to bad breath. And bad breath simply means unpleasant odor or smell that comes out of the mouth. There are about 4 categories of causes of bad breath, and I'm going to break it down. The first category includes spicy food. That means when you eat spicy foods such as garlic, star anise, ginger, and so on can cause bad breath. The second category is local factor. When I talk about local factor, it means things that are found or tissues that are found in the mouth. This includes the teeth, the gum, and other tissues. When you have a hole in your tooth and it's left untreated, this cavity or hole then accumulates food debris, which gets rotten and then gives out bad breath. The second thing is when you brush your teeth and your gum bleeds and you neglect for a while, it also progresses and gives bad breath. The third thing is that when you wear artificial teeth, such as removable denture, and it is not cleaned properly or you don't clean it at all, can also lead to bad breath. Age is also a factor of bad breath, or someone who salivates less or does not salivate at all, who has dry mouth, can also lead to bad breath. The third category I will mention is systemic conditions. Systemic conditions are conditions of other parts of the body other than the mouth. Let's say you have diabetes, you have pneumonia, stomach ulcer, lung infections. All these can lead to bad breath. And the last I'll mention is psychological. Psychological because no other person perceives the smell other than just the client or the one perceiving it. And it comes with disturbance and a lot of issues. They also perceive bad breath that way. How do we manage this? In management, when you eat anything that is spicy, then you need to use sugar-free gums or even mouth spray to freshen up your breath before getting close to people. And if it's a local factor, see your dentist for treatment of the underlying condition, such as scaling and polishing, filling of your teeth, and also an advice on how to keep your dry mouth. When it's systemic conditions are managed by the physician in the other department. Your diabetes is managed, your stomach ulcer is managed, your lung infections is managed by the physician, and you are good to go. And if it's psychological, you need to see a psychologist for counseling. Above all this, I always advise that everybody needs to see the dentist once at least and twice at most in a year to prevent all this. I hope you have learned something new. Thank you.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Time to check my social media, yeah, to see who loves me online. Time to check my social media, yeah, to see who loves me online. Time to check my social media, yeah.
You're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. And yes, as you heard the montage play, it's time for What's Trending. As we always do, it bringing you the very latest updates from your very favorite social media platforms. And so yeah, this morning we are talking about something interesting. A video is making rounds on X, and we have to talk about it. We have to know the government's stance on it. We have to know what is going to be done about it, because this is April. Very soon we are getting into May. In fact, you're a few days away from May, and the rains will start coming, and you will hear all that again. Somewhere last year, we heard of the tidal wave, the sea swallowing people's communities and people's homes, and we saw the Volta regional minister leaving the comfort of his home to go be with these people there along the banks. The beaches, and what Keta area, Agaveji and that area, moving forward there. Almost a year down the line, we are still seeing videos of how the sea has actually swallowed almost the community. And if you look at the sea and then the road, Charlie, baby be open cutting, and we've heard of sea defense projects coming up, sea defense projects coming up, sea defense projects coming up. And I want to ask this morning that when is the sea defense projects coming up? Maybe Karim and the likes and Randy can help me out, but this is a drone shot of how the community has become. Randy and Karim.
So you see now, let me be blunt about this. Sorry, can I talk now?
Oh, please talk. You have the floor.
Because sometimes you do like I talk too much.
No. Talk.
That is actually where my father comes from.
I can't really. I've not been to this side of Volta region
before,
sir.
Voja, Ajido, Keji, Salakofe, Amutinu. I just call it Amutinu. Then towards the Ketu South Enclave. Right. That's towards Denu Aflao area. That is where this thing is so rife. I mean, it actually started from Jita, Anyangwi Enclave. Then it moved towards Angrogan to the Keta itself. Now, it's a sad thing.
Very.
It's heartbreaking that people built, and I was told, I didn't meet my grandfather, but I was told that my grandfather had a very tall story building back then in Ajido. So you wake up in the morning, the next day, that chafu takes some parts out. So yeah, that's how it happens. You wake up, then your house is broken. This apartment or this side of the house is broken. 1 month, 2 months, by the time you realize it's gone. Now, I am asking that, why are we unable to put in the maximum effort to ensure that this thing stops? If for nothing at all, past experience of what happened in the past has shown us that we can do it.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the Jita and Yanguyan Cliff. It used to be very rife around that area, but when they did the sea defense, even though not, fully a stopgap, but it helped. It's still, I think it's still in good place. It's still helping. It pushed the sea away. People have their homes, and then what's the word of that? It's not reclamation, but they managed to get some people back into the communities by putting up this quarters and what have you for them. Why have we failed over time to continue this same sea defense project across the entire bank or the shore?
Yeah.
Because we know how expensive is this. That's one. If we make it a priority, if it is part of the priorities or the agenda that we have as a country, that project should have continued all the way to Aflau.
Yeah.
Because look, if we do it for Amutinu or Salakope, it will move. So it's like you're just pushing the sea away. Then it finds its way along the line.
Side.
So it affects the next town or the next community. And that is where we are. Look, this is a drone shot. You might not necessarily even see the exact things. Last year I followed it keenly, where the regional minister even slept out with the people. Now cemeteries are being washed away.
Hey.
Yes. But where do they bury? Because you go to that on the left, for the people who are watching on the screen, where the arrow is pointing to, I don't know, but that side is where the sea is coming from. Behind this side is where the lagoon is. So these communities, one way or the other, I say we live in an island. Because on this side there is a lagoon, the other side is the sea. So where would you run to? I hope you understand the point I'm building. So the shrines are being washed away, the gods are being washed away.
Oh, the gods.
Yes.
The gods.
The gods la. Cho, lagbao la. O lagbao la chia kaka lagbao la. Na ira kwe fia lagbao me galio la. Chapwa mu lagbao katan voe.
Oh.
Enya bibi ya broma le no la. Chapwa kaka lagbao vo. Chapwa kaka chochi ho vo. Suku ho kata chapwa mu vo.
Afama too.
Afama ha. You don't have afama.
Oh.
So how do you go home? Karim is a contractor. He's just quiet and nodding his head. But I am disappointed. Look, not in a single government, but I feel subsequent governments right from day one. Because now, if I'm telling you that I didn't meet my grandpa, but this thing has been there since, only God knows how many years this.
Yeah.
Why are we unable to do it? We are taking livelihoods from people. We are taking homes from people. Where would they go? People say, let's relocate them. To where? If you go to that area, there is no well. The nearest will be Atiavi or Joje or but that place fika o progayi. Ka pram yava daudo alo ada. You get, and the people preserve culture.
Yeah.
The shrines that I'm talking about, the leg bars, nyaba mawo kula mamlewa. Let me all preserve gay. I'm done.
Karim.
I'm sad. I'm just sad. I'm really sad.
Ancestral homes are going.
I can understand Randy's plight, and of course the plight of the people in the Volta region who live along the coast. You know, I love the Volta region, and I've said it here on countless occasions that there was a point I used to be trooping in and out of the Volta region every week for 2 years. Yeah, so every week for 2 years I was in the Volta region. At the time I was stakeholder engagement lead for the Sun Ghana project. So Sun Ghana was a 2-year saline aquaculture network Ghana project that we're working on, and of course it involved aquaculture, it involved mangrove restoration and all of that. And so we're planting, you know, a lot of mangroves. You know, where you guys call it afforestation. Yeah, so we're doing a lot of this. You see, it's an entire ecosystem that controls how the climate works and how the sea works and how our water bodies relate with human beings. And so it's not just human beings alone that live there. It's not just the fish. It's an ecosystem, and in an ecosystem you have multiple, you know, things living together, living in harmony or harmonizing as one. And so let me start from the part of one, of course, blaming climate change for what we are seeing today, that rapid movement of the ocean towards, human settlements is as a result of climate change. We cannot rule that out. Climate change is also happening, of course, as a result of human activities. Okay, so you have a lot of people who are harvesting our mangroves.
Okay.
People are cutting our mangroves and using them for firewood and using them for garden stakes and what have you. That is one factor that we cannot overlook. It's definitely a factor. You also have a factor where you have people also winning sand.
Yeah.
Fetching sand from our rivers and from our ocean to come and do construction and all of that. So those are also factors that we must look at. Okay, let's not rule all of those things out. That notwithstanding, I think that it's quite unfortunate, it is sad that we are witnessing this today in this time and age in the 21st century when we should be in other parts of the world like the UAE. People are even actually claiming land from the sea and putting up buildings.
Interesting.
Yes, you go to Dubai and they have an entire palm, I don't want to say estate, but an entire beautiful. And if producers, you can look online and bring it. People are claiming land from the sea and putting up all kinds of development. And so it's unfortunate that in our part of the world we are having to face some of these challenges. But if you remember vividly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he was sworn into office, one of the very first things he did in the second quarter of his administration as president, and this was as early as July of 2025, was to go to the Volta region and go and cut sword for the Blekusu Sea Defense Project Phase 2.
Right.
These are all projects that were abandoned, neglected, ignored by the erstwhile administration. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, feeling exactly what it is that these people might feel, putting himself in their shoes, decided that this is a priority and it's a project that we must work on. We must understand that a lot of these projects after sword cutting would obviously not just kickstart like that.
Okay.
Before you must put a shovel to the ground, before you even bring equipment to the ground, there's a lot of paperwork that must be done. And so for me, and from where I sit, I think that today it will just be to plead with the relevant authorities and to urge them that let us fasten the process because livelihoods are about to be lost.
Yeah.
You cannot tell people that they should move or relocate from their ancestral homes. For all you know, this is where a lot of them, from the day their great-grandfathers were born till today, these are the communities that they have known. So where are they going to relocate to? Where are they going? You understand?
Yeah.
And so we must really look at that. Beyond the sword cutting for the construction of the Phase 2 of the Blekusu Sea Defense Project, one of the things government is also doing is that they've gotten a $155 million West Africa Coastal Areas project.
Okay.
And basically what this project is supposed to do is to train a lot of people, beneficiaries within the districts, to start looking for issues of alternative livelihoods and things of that sort. And it was one of the things that we did when we were doing the Sun Ghana project.
Okay.
That what other avenues can you look at as people? What other alternative source of livelihood can we be looking at for all of these people? And so that is also in motion. I mean, just last week, the Volta Regional Minister, after a delegation was sent to him, confirmed that indeed the project is live. It's not, we just didn't go and cut sword and say we are leaving it at that. No.
Okay.
We are going to see the project to its completion. And so the project would happen, the sea defense would be built, livelihoods would be saved, families would be saved, properties would not be destroyed. And I want to believe that definitely at the end of the day, the likes of NADMO would step in, the government would step in.
Right.
We would find a way to, of course, assist the people that would probably lose a thing or two as a result of this. So far, no lives have been lost, and that is what we thank God for, because lives are very precious and we must protect them at all costs. And so, please, let's understand that the water is coming, but let's exercise a little patience. But I just want to urge the relevant authorities that let us fasten the process. Let us put some efforts into it, so that at the end of the day we can save a lot of livelihoods. The passion with which Randy spoke, I've not heard him speak with such passion like that before.
True.
So that tells you that asemne hana pa, and the same way I hana is the same way it affects me too, because Volta region is like a home to me as well. And yes, Anyanu, you mentioned, I used to live closer to Anyanu whenever I went to Volta. When you get to Angloga Junction, you take right.
Yeah.
And that takes you straight to Anyanu towards the end of the
road.
No, the road.
Yeah.
And then the water takes over. So that was my playground. That is where I started eating seafood okro and a wokle. You understand? And then if I'm not in Anyanu, of course, then I'm around the Keta way areas, Alakple and all. So, you know, I've been there, done that. I understand these places and the challenges that the people face. Just last week or 2 weeks ago, I was in that Keta area. I went all the way to Georgia. Use that road all the way to Georgia. So yes, I saw all of these things, and so we must do better, and we must start looking at modern ways of taking advantage of you know. You see, you must always find an opportunity when some of these things are happening. As I mentioned, other people are claiming land, you know, from the sea to build. So can we explore such options as well as I said? Of course, we know that it's going to come with some huge capital, but it's possible. But away from all of that, Karen, we all have a role to play as people. And that role that we have to play is to ensure that we must not allow our activities to catalyze the rate at which climate change is destroying our environment. Okay, and I mentioned in my initial remarks that it is climate change that is causing these things to happen. And so let us stop cutting down trees. Let us stop cutting the mangroves. Because see, what people don't get is that the mangroves are also supposed to serve as a barrier. That is the role that they play. But if we are harvesting them for our selfish gains, we are cutting them for firewood, we are cutting them for perhaps medicinal purposes, or we are cutting them to serve as garden stakes or what have you, these would be some of the repercussions. And so as we are pushing the government, as we are admonishing government and urging government to do what is expected of government, I think that we as people also have a huge role to play in ensuring that at the end of the day, our own human activities do not impact our environment like the way we are seeing today. Most often than not, in our part of the world, everybody wants to throw the blame on government. Today, government this, tomorrow, government that. But do we really sit back and ask ourselves, what are we also doing that is contributing to some of these things? And so, of course, indeed, I understand what the issues are, I understand the concerns and the plight of the people, and His Excellency the President and the government is committed to ensuring that the phase 2 of the Sea Defense Project, the Blekusu Sea Defense Project, is seen to, you know, its final stages. And so, please, government will do something about it. So, Randy,
Karim, there is another part before you take the reactions. The health implications.
Absolutely.
Because I told you that cemeteries are being washed away. Imagine what happens with that.
No. But like, honestly, I've not seen Randy like this before.
It's sad. Karen, it's really, really sad that people are forced to sleep in classrooms for only God knows the number of days or nights. Not even knowing when a savior will come. We can't be so wicked to our own people. Please. And that's why I say I wouldn't want to blame government or I wouldn't hold this current government accountable. But what happened to the previous ones? If the project that we started some years ago, we all agree that it has really helped to an extent. And that's how come the place I mentioned, the Jita and Nyangmi, they are okay. Even the what's the name? The tourist sites on the shore. You go to Keta now, it's like a busy tourist site. You can talk about the Emancipation Beach, Ellie Beach, blah blah blah. All those
of them have been washed away.
No, they are there. No, but I'm saying that if back then, if they had not protected the sea, those places wouldn't have been there as we speak now. It is because the area in which they find themselves, they have gotten some sort of safeguard. So the sea doesn't really worry them that much. So they moved it. I mean, it has been pushed towards the Amutinu enclave, the Blekusu enclave. So let's say Voja, Keji, Ajido, they might be a bit better. Keji also not too well. But the Blekusu, the Amutinu, what's the name of the other one? Towards the Denu enclave. We beg. Even if it will cost us a lot of money as a people. We need to start from somewhere so that we find a solution to it. We can't wait for it to start again this year. Then we'll have the regional minister, the president, together with the entourage, also looking for solutions. We've been dealing with this for so many years. Kayari, Tokyo, Mama, Kuku Kodamila Nami. Berry, Miakata Mia Fufu, Miak Peremian on young cheapers, when any bear the Mia dredge, see a Harry, Mia dredge. Neighbor the Miaji foreign investor, do wava winamia, wa winami, plus berry, a tidal wave yari, and navai for once and for all. Yakbajine.
The tidal wave will go once and for all. That's the only thing I understood from what Randy said. But let's take a look at the reactions. And there was a sound to the video where the guy was talking about how the ancestral homes were being washed away. Just as he said, cemetery cry is going on ancestral home. This one says that basic geography, bro. The land was once seabed. The ocean retreated. People settled. Now it's reclaiming what's always its own. The solution isn't sympathy. It's infrastructure. Build proper sea defenses, develop the area thoughtfully, and create housing people can pay for gradually. Done right, it could even become a tourist destination. And Randy made mention of Keta and the likes. They are really reaping from this. He also says that Agaveji, Angloga, Keta, Huti is right? Etc. You go there and you see real life how the sea has eaten people's ancestral home. It's so sad. And nothing is being done about it. We just hope the days ahead are better. Mamiesi said it's unfortunate, but from the look of things, they may have to move. I know it's ancestral home, but nature is definitely going strong. Maybe engineers can help from my little knowledge. It looks like nature will eventually win in the long term. Let's go on. Two Edge says that I really think authorities and residents should consider moving further inland for long-term safety. And Randy was giving the analysis. There's no land anywhere. Let's move on. Next time said, if we truly have decisive leadership, a proper resettlement plan would already be in place. This is not an impossible task. It's entirely achievable with the right intent and commitment, not partisan noise or blind loyalty. Well, let's see how the days ahead goes. But that'll be it for trends this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. And we just hope that this reaches the appropriate quarters and whatever paperwork is being done will be expedited to help the people there. Because, Charlie, it's very, very pathetic looking at it. That you have nowhere else to go. The only place you know as home, you come back and the sea has swallowed it all up.
Sorry, next week, let's put the minister, the regional minister on.
Okay.
What are the plans? We must not wait. Say again. Yes. What are the plans? Let's know so that citizens will also adjust to it.
Right.
Maybe that would also help some of the pain. The pain and the complaints out there. When the people are aware of these things, they know that yes, there is some sort of plan. So maybe next week we can arrange with the regional minister. And beyond the sea issue, there is another big issue there. This issue about power outages.
Yeah.
What exactly is happening in the region? You get it?
But as for power outages, we've already told you, Randy, that we are changing transformers.
Karim.
Transformers that have been in existence.
Please,
transformers that have been in existence for decades.
Please.
Okay?
Please.
No, let's understand this.
Please.
No, it's basic logic, Randy. For instance, you have a transformer that used to take care of a population of let's just say 10 for the sake of this conversation. Now the population in the community has grown from 10 to about 100. What it means is that there's a lot of demand and there's a lot of pressure on the transformer that's in existence. And mind you, this is an old transformer. So we are likely to face all of these challenges. Of course, the likes of the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not a leadership that wants to put temporary stopgaps. We want to look for permanent solutions. And so transformers are being changed across the country. You ask people in the central region who used to complain, like you're just mentioning here, that they were facing a lot of, power disruptions and all of that. Today they are happy. Today they have their lights on because the transformers have been changed. Just over the weekend, His Excellency was in the northern region. He went to inspect some of the new transformers that are going to be installed. Because our people in the north were also complaining about power.
Yeah.
Transformers will be changed. Very soon that will be resolved. Ashanti region, the same issue has come up. the minister has assured that he himself will lead the team to Ashanti for that work to be done. It's the same across the country. So yes, we understand that, Charlie. As for the power,
do you know the number of times they've changed transformers at Asiekwe?
We can't do without. We can't do it.
For those who know Asiekwe, you know Asiekwe. You know Asiekwe.
Hold on. Now,
between Mafi, so it's Mafi and Adidome and then Adaku.
I'm
you know
that. When did they change?
You know the number of
when
times.
Did they change those
even this week, they did maintenance on the transformers.
Maintenance is different from changing. Maintenance is different. We are saying that we are changing.
Monday will bring this conversation so that people will tell you what they are going through.
We are changing transformers. And
this is a political talk.
And indeed, we will change them. No. I'm being frank.
No, is it Karim? I'm saying as much as I agree with you.
I'm saying this based on the report from the ministry itself.
Agreed. The situation on the ground.
Yes.
Karim, we don't have time to talk about it.
We'll go do them.
When?
Randy, we must commend this government for the.
I am not saying otherwise.
You understand?
But I'm just telling you the problems at the ground.
We must commend this government. You know the mess this government inherited, especially in the energy sector. You know that they were owing power producers. Today we've cleared all those debts. They didn't change any transformers. Today we are changing.
We need to go. Thank you.
Changing transformers. Randy, so please.
Thank you.
We
thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much.
But please be patient with the government. We are resetting. You see, we are resetting.
You know why the power issue came up?
Resetting comes with a lot of things.
So someone sent a message that a TV got blown out yesterday. That is what people are going through. People are losing gadgets. The situation is actually, so I agree, it's about the load.
Yeah.
But it might be more than just the load. But like I'm saying, we will leave it. They are in it. The RM might probably be able to give us a proper account of what is going on and then the solutions that they may bring out in the coming days and so. So let's roll this conversation to next week. Anyway, thank you.
Take us home.
Oh, me rather. I brought you. I started cooking.
Take us home.
Okay.
It will be hard, we know.
That the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will get there.